Okay, on to the final character, the Watcher. See what it has to offer. So I assume you start with the same thing. Yeah, strikes, defense, but then Eruption, Enter Wrath, and Calm. Although, you don't have the keys. It's only 3 keys, not 4. So I'm guessing you're a late addition. But obviously, we enter Wrath, you deal and receive double damage, and Calm prevents until next turn. No, that's block. Upon exiting, gain resources. This will be curious. We'll see how we fare. Alright. Can we get to an elite? 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Nope. There is no elite we can get to. I don't want to go to a shop early on. I do want to do the elite though. I guess we're going that way. Past the shop. At least we can gain some cards. So we also start with the miracle, which is retain. Use it once, we get a free extra resource. So definitely gonna be interesting how this ends up being built. Draw 2, exit the current stance. Deal 8 if the last card played this combat was a skill, or retain, enter Calm. So you want to go into Wrath to do damage and then exit it. So I guess Tranquility seems kind of the best card there. I might be completely wrong, but we'll see. Also, it's not nice the ratio of attacks we have. So you next turn enter Wrath and draw 2. Deal 8 damage if the last card played. So you really want to like weave cards together. It's not straightforward, so I feel like I'm not going to have as fun a time as Ironclad or the Silence. But we're going for the unlocks anyway. Crescendo, retain, enter Wrath. Scry 1. What's Scry? Look at the top X cards of your draw pile. You may discard any of them. But it does deal 3 damage, and it's 0 cost. Shuffle an Insight, draw 2. We'll go with the coin. Gold for doubt, no thank you. Okay, no more freebies. It's fine. Next turn, enter Wrath. So I guess we do that, keep that, and then just double defend. And then we can miracle next turn and hopefully have a bunch of attacks. So the strike's now doing 12, yeah. So that's definitely better. And we can exit it on demand. But we can one-shot everything. That makes me happy. Treasure points. 8 marks. All enemies lose HP equal to their mark. That's a nice dot. So every time you apply it, it deals damage, I guess? I like that concept. Especially on these guys. So if we pressure point you, it does nothing because you have that. Right. I guess we enter Tranquility and wait till we're able to enter Wrath, because then we get the extra resource points. So if I use this, I'm guessing it doesn't exit and re-enter. But we can do that just to keep Eruption. Do any of these have Retain? No. So we know we're getting Wrath, but we might as well use the Shimmering Fist anyway. We might as well do damage anyway. Maybe I should gain the extra block. Okay, so we're in Wrath now. We don't have a way to exit it, which is bad. But can we actually... I think we can KO this one anyway. More or less. We have way too many defense. And the Miracle we definitely want to save till it's necessary. We're still in Wrath, which is really bad. We might as well do that. So yeah, we're taking double damage, which is definitely no good. So you do want the retain cards for exiting states. Right, that is super useful. But it's also more useful here to attack first. And then exit. Taking way too much damage on this fight though. I think against a single enemy, definitely a lot better. At least that's one down. I'm gonna do that just so we can stop taking so much damage. It's definitely not going to be the best first run. But it does feel like the cards are a lot more synergistic. So if I click on it, it discards. That is too slow, I think. So we can erupt since you're not attacking. Yeah, so now that we're juggling one, it's definitely a bit better. And you definitely can get very good damage output. Retain. Yeah, we want retain. When retained, lower its cost by 1 this combat. Oh, wow. Put a card from discard pile into your hand and retain it. But in that scenario, does it only have retain that one turn? We'll go with Sands of Time because that seems really good. Campfire and upgrade. Sands of Time becomes more damage. Right, with eruption or any form of wrath, Sands of Time becomes super strong. We'll upgrade that. I don't know if that's the best pick. This is kind of a bad fight. So we can go that. Do we want Tranquility? We don't really want Tranquility. But we also don't want to be taking double damage against this guy. What we really want is just Wrath into Sands of Time, which we don't quite have, unfortunately. It doesn't have Retain. If we upgraded it, it would have been fine. I guess pressure points and defend. Did that buff you? Was that a... I think that was a skill, wasn't it? Where do you play pressure points? Yeah, so we definitely can't... God, that feels so bad. We can't... Ah, God. Sorry. This is doing my head in. 26 is not enough damage. We're dead. If we could enter Wrath, then maybe. And 8 block, because they're all skills, we're gonna... This is like the worst elite for this class. Just end me. We'll try and build better. But we're learning, that's the main thing. You can definitely tell the difficulty curve goes way up as you go through the characters. I don't think we even got an unlock there. Definitely take the HP. We want an elite, right? Because we want an easy relic. So I guess we take the shop and go there as the highest guarantee of being a 1 HP. Deal 7 damage, scry 2, draw 1. I mean, you could almost take cards that don't revolve around the states, maybe? Block is nice. I really don't know what to take, though. Attacks would have been good. A lot of these would have been. Deal 10 damage. If fatal, upgrade a random card in the deck. Wow. Permanently? And this, just draw 2, exit your stance. That's a good. Add a smite. Retain, deal 12 damage. So have each turn add a smite and you retain them. Well, I want that. Just because it seems fun. Might not be good. We'll take the trap. We'll lose the max HP. Take the gold. Perfect. Molten egg. Whenever an attack is added, upgrade it. Thank you. 8 to all damage, retain, attack twice. I think you want retain, right? So that you can enter your stance and then do a ton of damage. Just Lucky is so versatile though. 0 cost, look at 2 cards, gain block, deal damage. We'll take Flying Sleeves. Yeah, last freebie. We get your next attack deals 5 additional damage. Shuffle a in Plunger into your draw pile, which is 1, deal 9 X times. So I guess it upgrades that depending on the X. Sure, why not? Fun mechanics. I mean, I really just want to do Miracle into that straight away. I mean, it's way too much to KO, but it would be really good. I mean, we can also do Eruption, which doubles that, so it does 24. I'm just trying to figure out how we KO 2 of them. And then we have Calm next turn. So what happens? Is it 0? Yeah, 0. Right, but the hope is that we can KO them. We can't. And I'm... Oh, right, I drew it. It wasn't keeping it on the top of your deck. Right, so this is backfired again. Guess I do that and take a ton of damage. I really kind of just want to stay away from this mechanic. 14. And just take good damage cards. And maybe just use Calm to be able to chain cards together. I mean, fasting seems good, except for the less energy. But if you were just doing... But how would you go from Calm out of Calm? I guess is the question. So Tranquility does seem good just to hold on to. I definitely want the Lantern. Can't afford to lose HP. Right, and we retain Tranquility. And we get Smite, which is definitely good. I don't think we have enough damage. No, we do. Perfect. No, we don't. Yes, we do. Back and forth. Deal 10 damage, last card, add vulnerability, 8 block, next attack play, costs 0. Yeah, I feel like until I get the hang of it, I should just avoid the inbuilt mechanic. Because even just the damage off like Conjured Blade could be really good. Right? I mean, that would be a fantastic 1 cost for 45. If you keep a small deck and then use that, that would be fairly decent. Right, because it's a one-shot. Add in the strength cards. I think that's what I want to do. Anyway, we've lost again though. Oh god. Relics gain 100. We're close to the first unlock. The unlocks will also really help. But yeah, I think we stay away from the mechanic. For now, at least. I want to go to a shop and I want to remove Eruption and even the other card. Still want to do elites, and I think you can still decently do elites here. There's none that we can get to, so we'll go this way. Right. Oh, there you go. That's a decent card. So is Swivel. We'll take Empty Fist. Signature move can only be played if there's only attacks in your hand. Deal 30. 12 to all but end your turn. If it was end your turn and exit your stance, that would be fantastic. The last was an attack by weak. Do I want any of these? They don't have any cool effects when they're upgraded, so no. We definitely want to keep our deck nice. What is this? Mantra. When you obtain 10, so if I play this twice, attacks deal triple damage and you gain 3. Level up through Volcano. Yeah, look at that. There's definitely decent attacks without taking Wrath. You just need a better calm basis. So I think that's what we want to do. As much as I want some of these, I'm just going to remove a strike and a defend. Or try to, I should say. Because they need to be thinned out. Crush Joints, Worship, that's what we want. Whenever you change stances, return this from the discard pile. Ah, okay. That's an interesting concept. What's the upgrade? Just extra damage. What about this? It becomes retained. It's maybe worth the campfires. We'll definitely do the HP now. And again, we'll get rid of... You know what? Maybe I should get rid of Wrath. Eruption. Keep the strikes as our damage. And just keep Vigilance into Empty Fist as a way to get extra energy. We're really just trying to get into Divinity. Maybe it's not the right choice, but we'll get rid of it. It's really playing with fire. For me. But see, we have no draw for this, which is unfortunate, right? Because that's what we want to do. Well, it still leads to the most damage. You're a skill, it's going to buff you. We have to play Worship twice. Will we get it off twice against this guy? That's the question. With a smaller deck, yeah. Currently, I'm going to say no. We drew it straight away, though. This is awful. I feel like taking the 8 is better than waiting. There's Empty Fist and a bunch of strikes. I mean, Empty Fist by itself already does more damage. I'm gonna have to take the damage here. It's so close. Alright, give us something good. Frozen Egg powers are upgraded. Regen is also nice. Follow up off of attacks is good. Find a relic, find a relic, find a relic. That was not worth it. Oh, I guess the mango was kind of nice. It's going to be the 3. No, perfect. If it was a 3, that would have been a loss. Okay, at least here we can go Vigilance into that. And then double strike. Which is decent damage. Ah, follow up memorizes previous turns. That's interesting. So we can do that, that. And we can see if we can get Divinity off. Although we're taking a ton of damage here. We can. It's not really that good right now. Because we don't have 4. If we had 4, it'd be great. Because right now it's just a ton of damage. But that's it. Oh well, another loss. We might do this one a bit slower. Like get an unlock, go back to the others and try and beat the final boss. Because we're definitely taking way too much damage. There's no elite we can get to, unfortunately. Still take the question marks because they can result in good things. I don't like the starting decks for these heroes. Classes, whatever. Yeah, no, I just don't like them. Right, if they were the true retain cards, I think that'd be so much better. Or just cut out a strike and a defend. Make the deck a lot smoother to operate. I don't like any of these. We'll take the Crescendo. Maybe we go full on damage. For each enemy in combat. That seems horrible against bosses. Definitely remove defend. I guess we're just really trying to beat them down. For 5 damage, whenever you attack this enemy, gain 2 block. That's kind of interesting. I wish it was 0 cost. Wish a lot more cards were 0 cost. Would love some of that. Exit your stance is always good. Retain is also really good. I'm just going to remove. Continue to get rid of defense with what we have going on. So I think we just want to out DPS. Right, because we can go Crescendo, Eruption, Miracle, Scry. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, we needed a 0 cost attack, but at least we can do that. At least that's something. But now we really hope we get the Calm card, which we did. But we also can only attack one thing. And then use it. And still we take a ton of damage. Yeah, I don't know about this. Like, we have to bank on either finishing them off next turn or getting the other card. Vigilance, was it? Which we didn't. So now we take 22. It seems just so risky gambling. Whenever you obtain a curse, that sucks. Playable. When you draw this card, add 2 miracles to your hand and exhaust. Well, that seems like a no-brainer. How do we do against little ones? Right? Think I can finish them off? Nope, No, we do have enough damage. We're almost not at enough damage. Love both cards, but we can't. At least we get the miracle, and we can strike that one. See, if we can get combat like that, we're happy. Well up, seems great. Shop or the camp. Camp is better. I kind of want to heal, but Eruption for 1 seems better. 3 miracles seems great as well. Crescendo for 0. It's also super impactful because it has the retain. I think we do that. Definitely 3 attacks. I think we're just trying to go full-on aggression. Try and finish you off. Full up works well, but we don't actually need the resources. But it's more damage still anyway. Yeah, okay. We're happy as long as we can do that over and over again. But we like the flying... Is it better? It'd be 8, it'd be 16 damage, but it has retain. Yeah, no, we like that. Alright, this guy. Eruption follow-up cuts through. And yeah, just again, try to just beat him down. Keeping a crescendo doesn't matter. Because we need vigilance first. So we'll get the strike, miracle, and just do the damage. And then hopefully have enough damage to KO him. Because 28 is definitely bad. Although we have the vigilance here. So we can strike, vigilance, buff him way too much because of the miracles. Take our 7. Crescendo, flying sleep. Alright, feels a bit better. Every 10 turns we go into divinity. Put miracle plus into your hand at the start of your turn X times. Wow. Is that too much setup? I mean, even just 1 is good. Is the upgrade +1? Yes. Alright, that's good. We want to upgrade that straight away. I really... Oh, God. Well, we're taking the campfire. Or do I go for the elite? No. We'll try and get a boss done, finally. We can smith, we can upgrade... That's also really good to upgrade. But we want to upgrade collect. Please be a heal. Even better. More relics. More relics is better. And then here we rest for the boss. Now we should be able to do a nice long attack chain with liquid memories. But what we actually want to do is vigilance first. And then just wait for crescendo. Yeah, perfect. So now we go... Crescendo, strike, follow up, strike, strike, hope for something, draw 3 works. Yeah, not so good. Keeping the crescendo is nice, and I guess keeping the miracles is nice too, because what we want to do is liquid memories into vigilance, do that, I guess collect, and wait. And hopefully do the same thing next turn. Although we have not done enough damage. Right, but now we can go crescendo. We can then cut through fates. I guess keep the guaranteed strike. Right, follow up, strike, strike, flying sleeves, and defend for a little bit. Still going to take way too much damage here. But there's the vigilance. So we can definitely do eruption. Do the cuts. We can discard the burn. Keep the strike. Miracle. Strike. Strike. Miracle. Vigilance, Miracle, Defend. Alright, I think we're in a good position. Feels like we're doing good things. We should have enough damage here. Finally, past Act 1. Whenever a card is retained, reduce its oh god, I can't talk. Reduce its cost by 1. Whenever a card is created, upgrade it. Do we have that many retained? We don't have anything that costs a ton that's retained. That's the only issue. Make that worthwhile. Otherwise, just more miracles. We kind of flooded our hand with too many, but it did also pay off. I think we'll take that. Transform all strikes and defends. Transform 3 cards and upgrade them. Obtain a bunch of stuff. I feel like obtaining a bunch of stuff is probably better. So I like our mix, and we don't have to accept the cards here. Bends are well. I do like pressure points. Deal 7 damage when retained, increase its damage by 4. That's also kind of cool. So you really amp it up. I don't like this boss. We definitely want to see a shop and do some elites and hit a chest. We can hit 3 elites if we go that way. There's a shop though? There is a shop. Alright, we'll go there. Is there a chest? There should be a chest. Yeah, there's always a chest. Alright. Birds are very bad, I gotta say. Do we just try to set up? I guess we try to set up. We're looking for better cards than that. Shendo's retained, so we are set up for next turn. Alright, hopefully it pays off. And we don't just take a bunch of damage. Yeah, so this was the worry. Our hand is just super flooded with miracles. If we had an X that really paid off, it'd be really good. I mean, we can basically just upgrade all our miracles, which is something I didn't think about. But now we just take a ton of damage. Ah, it spreads them out. Actually, I like that a lot more then. That's actually really good. Alright, so we crescendo, we gain the extra 2. We can then start trying to whittle them down. It's probably a way to have that actually KO it, instead of now having to force the damage. And then I guess we windmill one of them? Or we save it? Do we save it? He's retained, and it buffs. I mean, it would do the same amount of damage next turn. And eruption. Cut through. We have 2 miracles, so we don't need any of them. Right, we can miracle, miracle, strike, do that. Hopefully that's enough damage. It's not enough damage. But we'll knock them down. Okay. Maybe a bit too many miracles. Next attack deals 5 additional damage. That does not seem great, except if you're comboing. The mantra seems great, especially with the insight. Read. I don't know if we should be doing this, but I do like the book. First attack played is, was it? That costs 2 or more is played twice. So, works on eruption, but more importantly the windmill strike, which can be buffed incredibly. I think it also works on X cost, which is what we'd want to use it on. The question is, can we KO these guys? I don't think we can. Which makes it not worth crescendoing. So we basically end turn and we take the damage, which feels horrible. But there you go, that's a lot better. We can cut through. Keep the windmill strike since we have miracles. Deal 8 twice is 16. I think we're done again. Yeah, we're off on damage. Just super annoying. We have no way to exit the stance. If only it was if you enter it again, it exits. I'm just gonna windmill strike. We're on 2 HP. Fantastic. Oof. The draw 2 is good. I've definitely overstacked with the wraths. I mean, we could get rid of one of the Deus markers. But, oh, I can't speak. Is the shop better? Every 6 turns intangible, additional reward, extra 2 strength. I do like the extra 2 strength. And the center time, because that would be doubled. Smite is also really good. Do that. Do that. Do that. And remove a card. Remove one of the crescendos, I think. I think I really need to just refine the deck to make it work properly. Well, 2 HP. Definitely not going to go well. I mean, we'd probably get fully KO'd anyway, because this is not going to put us to enough HP. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So close. We gotta attack, I might as well crescendo first. Don't want either of them. I don't really want vigilance either. Yeah, we can't do enough damage and defend. Oh well. We got an unlock, right? Thank God. Die next turn, well. Start of your turn, gain 2. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this character. Seems awfully complex for me. I think we might go back and start grinding out the Ascensions, and at least try and get to that final boss, and just take the Watcher nice and slow. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. See ya.